Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Tutoring Tips for Teachers, and I am very excited because I have a special guest here today who you probably all know if you've been watching this channel. It is Rochelle Tyler, and Rochelle is a good friend of mine, and I love chatting with her because she's doing something really amazing. She is working full-time as a teacher and building her tutoring business at the same time as a side hustle, but she's really built it up quite a bit. And I think that's really amazing because you know what, Rochelle, I was actually I was filming another YouTube video today for the SOAR 2 conference, which you're going to be a speaker at. And I was talking about you and I was saying, I personally had a very limiting belief that I couldn't build my tutoring business if I was still teaching full time. And Rochelle has shown me that that's actually not true. You can
Yes.
teach full time and tutor and build your business. And Rochelle has actually built her business so much that she has her own space that she's renting. And you're gonna see Rochelle sitting in her own office space, and that is her own tutoring logo on the back. She's built her business up that much. Her business is really thriving. So that's amazing, Rochelle. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. I couldn't have done it without y'all. This
Aw.
is such a cool community of tutors, mentors. I love it. I love it. Just pushing me out of my comfort zone. And I love every moment.
Oh, that's so good. We do have a wonderful community of tutors for sure. And that is really amazing. And today Rochelle has a special treat for us because she is going to be talking about the CCR, which we coined right here on this channel
We
in another
did.
interview. Yes. And that stands for communication, calendar, and be realistic. And these are the three big tips that Rochelle has that have allowed her to continue to teach and build her business. And she has actually, this is so exciting. She's actually created a presentation for us to share how all of this works. But not only that, I hear that there is a planner in the works.
Yes, yes. I want to create my own planner for teachers that are tutoring, that are doing something on the side, but they want to build that business. Because it's just so hard to find a planner that incorporates everything that I want to do. So I am planning on creating the planner and having it available by the next school year, hopefully before. So
That
then
would
that way it
be
will go with the school year. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be so amazing. That's a product that we desperately need, and I'm so excited. And Rochelle's the one to create it because she's a master of time management. She's like a living, breathing embodiment of superstar time management. So this is really exciting.
Thank you.
And you have a Facebook group now too. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, I do. And it's like my mind just slipped. It is okay. It is. It's just like it slipped my whole mind today.
Oh, I know. Okay.
Thrive, uh, Teach and Thrive educators, like
Teach and thrive
balancing.
educators. Okay, I love
Yes.
that.
It's
Teach and
at the
thrive.
end.
Okay, and I'll put the link. I'll put the link in the description box. So
Okay.
don't worry. You'll be able to find it there. So Teach and Thrive Educators. So if you want to learn how to manage all of this, then join that Facebook group and Rochelle will be there for you to give you some tips. But without further ado, Rochelle, you have a presentation for us that is going to be changing our
Yes.
lives in terms of time management. So take it away.
I hope so. Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here again with my friend Kelly. It is like amazing. So today what I wanted to go over is the balancing act, basically a guide for teachers that are tutors. And uh-oh, okay. This, why is it- oh, here it is. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
So the agenda for today is we're going to do a little introduction. What is communication, the calendar planner, and basically touching bases on what the CCR really is. So this is me in my office. This is my office space. I took the leap Um, Instead of just like I started off in the library and go tutoring online. But I said, you know what? I need a space of my own, so I will actually do the work. So now we're gonna navigate teaching, tutoring, and life with the balance, and I'm gonna explain the CCR. So we will discuss important communication. Move us down here. Calendar planning, being realistic, managing your tutoring business, teaching, and your family life. How can I balance all of those in one day? So I'm Rochelle. I decided, with the help of a great mentor, to explain how I'm able to be an interventionist, a wife, a mom, have a tutoring business, and even though that's a long run on sentence, I am on a journey, and I know on this journey, I must share with others that you can also be successful and have a successful business tutoring with your family life. You just have to find the balance, and you have to have that mindset, that growth mindset, and build in positivity, put positivity in you, however that is. So, first, we're going to start with communication. So, communication, why is that important? Well, we have to talk. We have to talk not only to our family, we need to talk to our clients for our tutoring business, and sometimes we have to pep up ourselves as well. Um, and my first, oh, sorry. So, effective communication is very important. This is my family. These, this is my husband. We were being goofy, and these are my two wonderful kids. I'm about to have a middle schooler and a high schooler next year. So being that they are in their last, my daughter is in fifth grade, so I am ripping and running. My son is in eighth grade, and I am ripping and running art, gymnastics, cooking, making sure everybody is good. Testing is coming soon. So I had to communicate my goals to my family. And I actually had to share what my personal and my professional goals were. I needed to make sure that they understood that this was going to benefit, even though there was going to be a huge change. I wasn't just coming home from work at 3:30 and then be there when they're there. I might have to go tutor that day. So definitely communicating to them that I want this tutoring business to be successful. This is how you can help me to achieve that goal, and change is good. This was a very teachable moment for my family because they're so used to me coming home from work, helping with homework, doing what we had to change some things, we had to move some things around. 2-day meals instead. Dad has to cook this day, you know. Um, Kids, y'all might have to wait until 7:30, 8 o'clock for mom to help you with your homework. Dad can help with the homework now as well. Damari, that's my son. You can help Riley with her homework. Fifth grade math or reading or what have you. And also, because of my goal, sometimes I have a couple of clients that I do it in the library, and I know that that's a day that my kids are like, Mom, we're at home. And I'm like, okay, well, you can come with me to the library, and we'll go with each other. After my tutoring session, we might go check out books, but just making sure I incorporate them and let them know and let them see that this is my goal, and I'm including you as well. And we are communicating. Also, I need to communicate with my clients. Communicating with the clients, clearly letting them know what subjects you tutor. Be direct and straightforward, straight to the point about your availability. You can't waver on your availability. Like if I'm only available um, Monday and Wednesday from 3:30 until 7:30, those are the time slots just for tutoring. I can't say, okay, well, this Monday, yes, I can. No, because that might be that Monday was the day that Riley had gymnastics. So I knew I couldn't change that availability. Define your schedule and your limitations. Informing clients of your tutoring hours and different things that are coming up, that this is my family time. This is my tutoring time. Okay. Setting boundaries is important. Establishing clear boundaries for family. Self-care is important. Self-care, work and tutoring. You set work hours, communicate these to family and clients. Consider using a visual aid. I was thinking we have a group, a family group, where we let everybody know the four of us are able to text. And then I put it on my own calendar. But you can also do like a family shared calendar, like if you're digital or you have a big calendar at the house and you put everybody's, if someone has art on this day, this is the times that I'm tutoring, that I'm not available. You might have to go pick up dinner this day because I'm doing this, and just making sure that we set those boundaries and communicate to each other. Making sure that you have self-care. I know that what's this? So the students are out on Friday. They're out of school on Friday. Instead of tutoring on Friday, I'm taking that day as a self-care day. My kids know, okay, well, I know that you're going to be home because you're out of school. So I let my clients know, hey, since the schools are closed, we're not going to have tutoring sessions today. And that day is my day to do whatever I want to do. I can hang out with my kids. I can go and just have time by myself, read a book, get my nails done, whatever it is. But that day is for me. And you definitely need those days. And we'll talk about burnt out in the minute, being. So again, these are my babies. Regular family check-ins are important. Addressing the change in the schedule. Like I said, my family was so used to me coming straight home from work. And so my daughter was like, well, mom, today, I really want to spend time with you. And I'm like, okay, well, or the next day, then I'm like, okay, well, let's see what we can do. Checking in with them. I think my son was saying that I was working too much at one point of this journey. And those are his feelings. So I was like, okay, well, what can I do to make sure that I find a balance for us? So yesterday, prime example, yesterday, um, my son, I said, you know what, you've been doing good in school. Other students are going on a field trip. I'm going to come get you and we're going to have lunch. So I took him because he said I was working too much. So that couple of hours, if that, maybe an hour, it was just me and him. We talked, he ate, and then he was like, oh, this was a good day. You would have thought that we spent the whole day together. But that's all he needed was maybe that 30 minutes to an hour to just sit and spend time with me and have lunch. And then he went home and his dad was there at the house. It was his day off. And then I went back to work. So it's just those little things and just kind of basically listening to them and validating their feelings at that moment and figuring out how can you um, build time for them and making sure that you do have those check-ins. With the check-ins also, you can have monthly meetings to do a check-in, to discuss the well-being of the family. I do know that my kids know when these headphones are on. Most of the time, I am tutoring online. And so they'll kind of go, oh, and I'll say, okay, just give me, a moment and they'll text me. So what time are you done? So, okay, I'll be done in about 30 minutes. Well, I have math homework. Okay, so I'll look at my schedule. I'm like, okay, well, this is my last one. I can go ahead and get on math homework with them. Okay, so when a change is needed, my daughter has a Black History program on Thursday. I didn't find out until that they were in it until yesterday. So, of course, since I only had two clients, and so I was like, okay, well, they're out of school in our district on Friday. So I presented an option to the parents. Hey, my daughter, and this goes with communication, my daughter has a Black History program. I do apologize. I just found out yesterday. And would you like to meet next week or at a later time? And because I don't normally do this, and I was apologetic, and I let them know the full story. And of course, I want to go see my daughter in the Black History program. They were like, okay, Miss Tyler, that is fine. We will see you next week. I let them know what was going on. I won't be able to tutor today. Um, and I could have easily found someone else for that moment, but in one of the check-ins with my daughter, I work too much as well. Like, it was just like, okay, she wants me there and she wants me present when I'm there. So I was like, okay, well, now you see me. Now into our lovely time management. Oh, I don't know where that one went. Okay, so calendar and planning. I think my slides are mixed up, but that's okay. So time management. This is the calendar that I currently use. And what I do is I fill in my day after work. I work from 8 until 3:30. And I don't put that in there. But like on Mondays, I would put oh no, two, like today. Today happens to be Wednesday, which is a busy day. So 4:45, I have to pick Riley up from choir rehearsal. And so I would write that here. At 5:30, I have to take Damari to art class, and I would write that. And then between 6 and 7, um, I could squeeze in a online tutoring session or tutor here at the office. Or that might be a day from 6 to 7 might be a time where I'm prepping for dinner, or I'm just spending time with Riley because she's with me. 7:30, I would pick up Damari from art class, and I would write all of this in here. 7:30, pick up Damari from art class. And then at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock on Wednesdays, I would have an 8 o'clock session. And so I was like, okay, well, because my Wednesday is kind of full, on Tuesday, I would cook like a 2-day meal for that Tuesday because my Tuesday isn't that full. So then on Wednesday, all I have to do is go in. They know how to make their own plates. Boom. And then I would drop both of them off at the house. My husband will be home in about 30 minutes, make sure that food is ready, and then leave and then come back after my hour session. But because my Wednesdays are so full, on Thursday, I probably have to take a mental break just because that Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. Or I come home Thursday, I can come to the house at about 3:30 and I might prep for another 2-day meal. It just depends, but I put on Sunday night, I put out my next week's schedule. So for on the 3rd of March, I would actually fill out all of my Monday through that following Saturday until Saturday because I don't tutor on Sunday. That's my husband's off, my kids are off, so that is my day. I don't tutor on Sunday at all. And so Monday through Saturday, I will put my schedule together in there, and that includes the things that my kids are doing. I'll even have I have on one where my husband takes random days off from work, and I would put on here that my husband took that day off. So creating a time, a chart, strategies, where you're prioritizing time, balancing responsibilities throughout the day. I think on one of those Saturdays, oh, every other Saturday, me and Riley, we go to the hair salon. That is our time. I don't have any tutorials. I don't have any tutorials um during that time, even if it's every other, because that's our time regardless. Like from 10:45 to 12:45 every other Saturday, we're in the salon. 9 to 10, that's her gymnastics time on Saturday. We had to move it because she wanted it on Saturday for some reason. And that's okay. That's my time with her. Okay. Okay, so hourly planning. So design a daily schedule, like I said, by the hour, balancing your family, your tutoring, work, and personal activities. I was not aware that I needed me time at one point in my journey. I was not, I was just like ripping and running. I want to grow my business. I just want to do this. And it's like you're burnt out. And so I was like, okay, I would have people like I have a couple of friends like, hey, let's go have lunch. And I'm like, okay, oh, and that's what Sunday is for, or the afternoon on Saturday is for. I don't tutor past 4 o'clock on Saturday. I try not to, but after 4 o'clock, I'm done. And so then that way, that's either my kids' time, husband time, me time, hanging out with my friends time, whatever that looks like. This is my self-reflection. My husband bought me this cool blanket hoodie, and I thought that was so cool. After each session, I do have a moment where I put in lesson notes. I also developed a data, like a progress monitoring template. And in that template, I have where we have a session. The kids tell me what their current grade was. Um, and I like to know what their current grade was, when were their next test be, what concept are they covering in class. So then that way I can help them out the best way I can. I also look at what do I need to do? Like if a student made a 68 on the test, there's so many reasons. It could not, I mean, I was the one that was like, oh no, it's my tutoring. I didn't do something. But now I need to look at, okay, am I giving them everything that they need? What did I do? So this is my self-reflection time. And then I also ask the student, okay, so what happened? What was going on? So that's when I look back at what do I need to do differently with the lesson plans for the student. And here's the strategies for advertising your tutoring business. This is one of my ads that I put in. And I like having a personal relationship, like their family, we're a team. And as soon as the client will reach out, I always say, okay, thank you for reaching out. I am so excited. How can I help you? I do not go straight into this is how much I charge. This is why I'm so wonderful. I want them to know I'm really here for you. I want to help. And we're a team in building your students' confidence and so they can be successful. if the teacher, not teacher, the parent will go into, oh, my child is in the seventh grade. Oh, what school does he go to? Or what school do they go to? What's their name? And they'll tell you what school. Oh, they're in the same district with me. Oh, I know seventh grade math like the back of my hand. What concept are they working on? Or I'll look up the concept. I know the calendar. So I can, oh, are they working on probability now? Yes, they are. Okay, well, in sixth grade, how did they do with ratios? So basically making sure that not only it's showing that you're knowledgeable, but it's also showing that you care about the student even before you get the student. Like, okay, she's knowledgeable, but she's really trying to figure out like how can she help my student, my child? And excuse me, and then costs and all that will come later. To me, that's just, and I let the parent ask, okay, so what is your rate? And I let them know. And I'm looking up on my calendar. Or you should like to do virtual or face to face? I am getting into the habit of letting them know that I have an office because I'm so like, okay, so where do you want to meet? Making sure that they're comfortable. But I was like, okay, well, you have an office. They need to come to you. So that was a self-reflection as well. At the end of the week, I do a lot of self-reflection when it comes down to you can start a reflective journal, like just to capture thoughts, your challenges, your insights regularly. Use lesson planning strategies. We know this stuff. We know how to plan a lesson. Why not take the skills we know and lesson planning to organize personal and family activities and have those into manageable steps? Why not? We know how to lesson plan. Why don't we can use lesson plans for everyday life? When we're advertising, use social media, community boards. I'm trying to figure out the whole partnering with schools. I'll figure that out one day, but we'll get into that as well. But I'm just with it's like it all goes hand in hand, it all goes together. Making sure you communicate with them, with the clients, and communicate in a way of I am here to help you. I am here to help your student. And this is what you can trinkle in, this is what I know. And then, um, and then make sure that you're coming from a point of how can I help your student? I love my pictures. I just feel like this is so cool. Okay, so here we go. Everybody goes into this whole, okay, being realistic, these are my goals. I follow so many incredible people, Kelly being one. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, okay, well, how did they get there? How did they get there? And it's cool to look at everyone's story, but you're still on your own path and you're still on your own journey. And I think that if I would have taken anyone else's path, I know that I would have I would have burnt out and I'm like, okay, I can't do this. This is too much. But I had to go at my own pace. You want to avoid burnout, recognize burnout warning signs, develop a self-care action plan, and reflect on the impact of self-care. And I think some of these are out of order. All right, so when this was probably a couple of months ago because I was so excited. I was so excited about just the office, I'm fully booked my way, 14 kids. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm so ready. And I'm working, I'm making sure the family is getting situated. And all of a sudden, I am tired. I am like exhausted. And I was like, why am I so tired? Like maybe because you've been working and you're nonstop. And my husband was like, Rochelle, the last couple of days, you've been getting home at like 9 o'clock. And I was like, well, that's nothing. I'm good. But one day I say, you know what? Because I'm starting to recognize the signs that I'm doing too much. And I think us as teachers, we just do because it's a passion. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I am doing too much. I took a day off from work. I took a day off from tutoring, and I just was did what Rochelle wanted to do, took a walk. I didn't do anything that had to do with work, do anything that had to do with tutoring. It was just like, okay, I need to figure out and develop a plan to where I can take care of me so I won't feel like this again. You might have loss of interest and increased stress level. Like everything gets on your nerves, and you might want to be at the point where you want to give up on your dream. I really, really, I think going back into your reflection journal, um, I I've shared this on the last with the future me, writing a letter to the future me. I read my letter now more than ever because it's like, oh wow, okay, I'm okay. This is gonna happen. This is happening, and it is so exciting. Um, and so I definitely had to create a self-care plan that worked for me. Just including activities that bring me joy. I might watch something crazy, Netflix all day that day, just walking around, eating. I love food. So, and just enjoying, just or even when I go every other Saturday to get my hair done, that is self-care. And then you want to make sure that you reflect on how incorporating self-care positively impacts your overall well-being and the ability to maintain stress. I always feel like when you're going down the right path, it's like everything, all these obstacles come out of nowhere that you've never seen before. And that fear starts to set in. Don't let that happen. Because if you have a self-care and you're in that growth mindset and you're speaking positivity into yourself, then you'll know that that's just an obstacle that means that, you know what? I'm on the right path and I must be doing something right. So, nope, you're not going to affect me. I'm gonna keep moving. Oh, did I? Oh. All right. So then setting the goals. We always tell our kids, our students to set SMART goals, but sometimes we forget about setting them ourselves. Using a goal adjustment worksheet, all your goals. I have short-term and long-term goals. Now, some of my goals, I look at them and I'm like, okay, that'll never happen. But I did not realize that I had a goal of being a part of a conference. Yeah, I'm doing that. Like, I'm speaking on YouTube channels. Yes, I'm doing that. Like, now I look back and I'm like, oh, I looked at those goals. It's like, wait, can I actually do that? Why would I even write that down? Stepping outside of my comfort zone was so hard for me, even though people at work probably think I'm the most talkative person, but I don't like being in the center. But I'm getting used to it and like feeling like it's okay. And my goal is to help students, but my goal is also to help other educators to find their passion again for whatever that looks like. If you want to tutor and teach, or you have to, just so you can build that tutoring business up to where now I can fully leave teaching. If that's a goal, let's go for it. And it's not going to just happen overnight. It might take a few years, but that's your journey, and you might have to adjust those goals a bit. Um, Developing strategies to pace yourself, acknowledging that progress is a journey, not a sprint. And I've I had to understand and get and have a lot of patience because I'm like, oh, wait, this should be happening now. Like no, it's not. But now I look at it as, okay, I have to be patient because I want this to be something that I can move out of. teaching and never have to go back. I don't want to do this. I want to keep my office because I have it the way I want it. Um, and so making sure that you just have to look at, like, if you don't reach a goal, don't get upset about it. Go and adjust it. It's okay. That's your goal. Adjust the goal and then keep moving. That's what I've had to do. And it works. Okay, let me see. Uh, okay. All right. Passion at your own pace. Acknowledging teaching and tutoring as a passion. This is a passion. I love teaching. I do. Some politics I don't like, some policies. I like being creative, and I love tutoring because I can be as creative as I want to be, and looking at it as this is a passion, this is not a job, this is my passion. Go at a pace comfortable for you. My pace might not be the same as yours, but remember, that's your journey. You're in your lane, I'm in my lane. This is comfortable for me. Your comfort might be, or you might have 20 kids and you have a whole family to run and you're teaching, and I'm like, and I will be rooting for you from the sidelines, like, oh my God, that is incredible. Or you might have a family and you have 5 students and you're teaching, and we're still rooting for you because you're at your own pace and you're making an impact on those 5 students. Like, that is incredible. That is incredible. You reached the goal. You have students. You are tutoring. That is cool. Finding balance between passion and sustainability. I am a math tutor, not English. Um, so basically, recognize that the passion that drives your teaching and tutoring efforts. Recognize the passion that drives your teaching and your tutoring efforts. Embrace a pace that aligns with your comfort level, and strive for a balance between your passion for teaching and tutoring and maintaining a lifestyle that you enjoy. All right. And I think I did good. Thank you for
Yay!
listening.
Yes, that was
Um,
great, Rochelle. And there's your links
Thank
right there.
you.
Good.
Yeah,
Very good. Yes. There, no, that was so many great tips and so much wisdom and very comprehensive, a very comprehensive look at how to manage your time. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to share all of those tips with us because I think it's going to be really helpful to a lot of teachers and tutors.
I hope so.
So, yeah, you can do it all. You just need the strategies, right? And
Yes.
definitely join Rochelle's Facebook group because you can find more strategies there and get news on the planner, which is going to be huge. So this is very good. Very exciting times. Very exciting times.
Yes.
Yes. And thanks for showing us you can make your dreams come true right from your very own office.
Yes.
That's
I'm so
wonderful.
excited about that. Yes.
Yes. Yes, it's fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Rochelle. And if anyone has any questions, definitely reach out to Rochelle and join her
Yes.
Facebook group and get more information there. Put a comment on YouTube under the video, and we'd be happy to answer your questions for you. And thank you so much, Rochelle. And I will see
Thank
you
you.
soon. I'll see you at the Soar to Wellness
Yes, I'm so
conference.
excited.
Yes, I'm so excited about that too, where Rochelle's going to be a speaker and she's going to share some more inspiration on how to teach and tutor and do it all happily, joyfully. Thank you so much, Rochelle. This is really, really valuable information to share with us. Thank you so much. And you
Thank
have a
you for
great
having
day.
me.
Yes,
You
yes, come
too.
back soon. Bye.